You're listening live to the 2013 SSA Major Championships at Carroll Stream, Illinois. It is Windy City versus Impact. To my left, the great Rich Hennessey. Rich, Impact has not lost a game so far.
Playing very good tournament. Brian Davis just hit a ground ball to first base. Tommy Leontine's pitching, got him to swing at the first pitch, 1 out.
All right, and that was Davis, who was the leadoff hitter, who is the son of Red Davis. And now in the box is number 15, who's going to be Keith Filkins, and you know him better than anybody.
We had a conversation the other night about what guy you'd want for one hit in the last 20 years. The answer was Johnny Keller. What guy would you want for one tournament? Keith Filkins.
And he flies out to left field, so a long fly to left. And as Rich was saying, Filkins, one of the great ones of all time. In the box, the game moves quickly here on the softball hotline and the SSA Broadcasting Network. But this is Marky Holstein, and this is the big lefty that's probably the most powerful hitter in America today.
Yeah, well, definitely in 16 in softball in the last 10 to 15 years. He is took the torch from Johnny O'Connor, and he is the power hitter of the last 10 years, easily.
And he opens up with a single, a shot, steps right in front of the right fielder. So a single for Holstein. Here is Chris Guerin, who, by the way, won the home run contest this year, 2013, out here.
Yeah, he did. They had a little extracurricular activity for the tournament, and Chris won the home run contest. He hits the ball. He'll beat you, with the hard ball, and then he'll cut like he just did there, but right to the shortstop.
Yeah, right to Avila for the out. So nothing going here. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score out here at McCasling Park. Okay, bottom of first inning. Impact now the home team. The great one, Anthony Avila, who was an X-45 player. He's leading off for Impact. He's their shortstop this year, Rich.
Yep. He's having a very good tournament leading off. There's a lot of 45s out here. In fact, Keith Filkins, ex-45er, pitching against another 45er. 45s, what a dynasty. And their players are
for
still
6 years straight, actually, yeah.
We saw Ricky Gaincars and Sanchez out there with Roadrunners this weekend. Berger with OBI. Filkins is now pitching against Anthony, 2 other 45ers. Just obviously the team of the decade from 2000 on, and now they're playing with other teams.
There's a swing by Avila down the right field line. It's fair. And he does a long round out. First throws behind him. Oh, and they almost got him as he went a little far in first. And now Avila scampers halfway to second but comes back. So a little throw from behind there, Rich, and he almost got caught up at first.
I will tell you what, Brian Davis made a very good throw to Josh at first base. If he holds onto the ball, he is out. I think he wasn't expecting that throw. Brian was sneaky with it and got it right there. And Josh hangs on to it. He went to swipe tag him, and the ball came out.
Here's
he
Big
hangs on to
Bruce
it, he's
Lee.
out.
Big Bruce Lee. What do you know of Big Bruce, number 8?
Right now, he wanted to hit that left center ball there. He got under it and ended up being a weak fly. But he's hitting a ton this weekend. Very crafty hitter. And for a big guy, he runs very well the bases.
So, yeah, lead with the fly out. This is, of course, Danny Villarreal. Man on first, 1 out. Here with the great Rich Hennessey, one of my more knowledgeable softball players. That's why I selected him here in the booth. Filkins pitching, McCasling catching. You got Chris Guerin at short and Vince Crossan up short center, Duff at second base, and we've got a legal pitch there called. I'll explain that in a second. And over at first base, big Josh Szymanski, of course, Richie Kazmarski in the infield.
Yeah, it's a very solid defensive team. Windy City is known for their defense. You put their gloves on, they become double impact on the defensive side. And now Keith Filkins on the mound, with the defense behind him, and obviously he's there as a leader and to hit first and just get out there and throw some balls and strikes and let the defense take care of it. And I'll tell you what, Keith's adapted to the pitching position pretty well.
And by the way, they just did beat Jinx in the third place game. Windy City does a ground ball to second. Croston tags the runner coming over, and let's see what they call it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
now there's going to be an argument here. Rich, let's stand by for what it had. Yeah. Now they say Croston did touch the runner going down, Avila on the shoulder, and Avila does shake his head yes, and the double play. So nothing going here. Rich Hennessey, George Bliss. We're going to the second inning right after this. Okay, back here to the second inning, and Rich, we're back here, and it's kind of a controversial play in the last half inning.
Well, they appealed the call, and the umpires met together and talked it over, and the play standing. And umpire's point of view is the base umpire made his call, and they
that being
appealed.
That he touched the runner coming down.
Right, and they got in conference to see what the home plate angle was, because he's obviously there to watch everything too.
Right,
but it's not his primary call. They discussed it, and obviously, I think the base umpire said, "I'm pretty sure that's what it was," and the call stand.
Okay, so we got Oscar McClelland at home plate, Johnny O'Sisko, and up to bat, number 5 hitter is Kevin Duff, and he was one of the MVPs of Forest Park this year. Tell the fans about Duff. What a great kid this guy is.
Well, he's a very skilled hitter. He's a lefty, so he has that advantage of the 1.5 out of the box, so he can get down the line, and he moves the ball around. So, I mean, that with the foot speed and the skillfulness of his hitting, he's going to get on base a lot for you.
And, of course, Duff is young enough to be one of the predominant players for years to come.
You know, he kind of reminds me of an Angelo Alicia.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He's
Same attitude.
He's
cool as a cucumber.
Right.
Yeah.
Able to move the ball around, runs well, takes what the defense gives him.
Here's Lentine delivering. Tom Lentine. By the way, tell Tom Lentine, probably one of the more famous families in all of Chicago.
Oh, of course. The Lentines go down with the Kelleher's and the Filkins, the Balestris. They're a softball family. They're talented. They learned the game as kids, watching their dad play, and then now their dads and their kids are watching them play. That's the great thing about 6 inning softball.
Full count, by the way, on Duff.
It's a family affair, and you inherit the game. Looks like a foul ball.
Oh, and that's unusual. A foul ball after 2 strikes, Rich, and the better's called out. So that's an out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he overthought himself there. Sometimes you overthink yourself and you go with 2 strikes somewhere because you're that confident as a hitter. Sometimes he's going to get that. Sometimes he's not. This was the sometimes he didn't. But mind you, it's not a bad move. It's 0-0 in the second inning. He can take that chance. He will not take that chance later in the game in a tight game.
Speaking of families that are famous, Kazmarski, Richie Kaz.
Yes, another softball family.
Now, yeah. Richie Kaz, third base, having another monster tournament. Could have been MVP at Forest Park. He had a great weekend.
Well, there's always 3 or 4 guys right up there for an MVP award, and that's at any tournament. It's so hard to make a decision at times on who gets it.
I hate making those decisions because you never know.
It's tough. It's tough. If you are in the winner's circle, you get the edge.
Lentine to Kaz. He delivers. Line drive to left center. Caught out there by the left fielder. So great play. Impact playing solid defense. And so far, no score. This is McKissick. Right here, Big Drew McKissick, who's the catcher.
I believe his dad's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's right. Is it Edward? Is it Ed McKissick? I see Croston's on deck next. Croston, I'm sorry, Vince.
Just to prove my point about the father and son and the grandson, how the game rolls down.
Yeah.
Such a family game.
McKissick, really good at catcher. Big presence. There's a cut, and that's down for the hit. Rich, again, for people that want to visualize it, explain how he accomplished that cutting hit to left field here.
At that particular point, he cut down on the lower half of the ball, which puts an irregular spin, if you will, or it spins out, not a forward spin.
So kind of like a cue ball almost, right?
Yeah. So as an outfielder, you react to it as coming a little bit further than it is, and the ball's actually dying the whole way.
And it's hard to pick up the rotation. It's a killer. Here's Croston, short center, ground ball, slaps it to third baseman with a quick throw over to first, and nothing going here as Impact. Shutout so far, and we'll be back right after this with Rich Hennessey and George Bliss on the SSA Broadcasting Network. Okay, we're back on the softball hotline. Kevin Casey, I haven't followed him a lot, Rich, but he's batting number 4 for the Impact team here in bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, they brought him in from Ireland. He's a great hitter. He got a lot of hits for the RRA team many years ago.
Crazy.
He's a Southsider, good Southside hitter.
Kevin Casey, okay. Filkins works quickly, Rich.
He's not batting 4th because he can't hit the ball.
Right. Filkins works quickly as a pitcher.
Well, you got to take every advantage you can when you're stuck on the rubber. Okay, so
ground ball to second to Duff. Throw to first. Josh Zmansky's got it for out number 1.
Yeah, he hit the ball. He was trying to go for a right side hit, and he hit a 2-hopper to second, ran it out, and he made the play on him.
Anthony Mysick Had a nice talk with him before the game. Nice young player. Anthony Mysick loves this game.
Well, it's good. It's good to see young players coming into our game to keep.
We need
this
young
game
guys
going.
like this, Rich. We need them.
Right. Most definitely.
And his little family's here. His little daughter, I believe, and his wife. So they're having fun.
Well, once again,
1-1 count. He didn't like that call.
This is a family game. There's a lot of family and kids here today, and that's the nice part of the game too. People enjoying Labor Day weekend with their family and friends.
There's a drive to left center, way high, and left fielder for Windy City has it. He didn't. He got it good, but not enough, Rich.
Well, Keith Filkins got him on that one. He did not allow him to get his arms out.
Right.
He did not get his arms out. He still hit a deep fly out, but he was unable to really turn on it like he wanted to, and that's the pitcher winning that battle.
This is Munizzi, and his father played a lot of ball. Munizzi. His father played a lot too, right?
Of course he did. Of course he did. Once again, father and son, another softball family playing ball. In fact, his dad was one of the top hitters for the Jinx.
For years.
Who took third.
Yeah.
To Mickey Blessy's crush team for many years. His dad was a great Southside softball player and hitter, and now his son is following in his footsteps, and also a great football player. I don't know if they won the Nationals with Xavier or they were in second place for football. He was an offensive lineman.
And we'll have to get with Matt after the game.
Yeah,
Matt Munizzi, 57.
And he's got a couple of his friends on the team, too. A lot of good young talent playing this game.
Impact wearing like a violet-purple jersey. Windy City with the white and the dark pants. So Impact with the darker purple jerseys this championship game. And Filkins on the Windy City team with the whiter, nice Windy City logos.
They got the white on, and I think Impact's more maroon. But, yeah, we were right there in the color
maroon,
thing.
yeah, I'm very bad at that, Rich. I'd be dead without you. Okay, Filkins delivers to Munizzi, a screwball. Hit the right field, and he's out. This game is moving quickly. Rich will be back right after the short delay. We go to the top of the third. We have zeros on the board here. McCasling Park, 27 miles west of, I think, DuPage County. Rich Hennessey on my left, and this is number 17, the first baseman, Big Josh Zizmansky.
Don't drink and drive in DuPage. Just play softball.
That's for sure. Pitches Zizmansky, swings at the first one, and it's straight away left. No problem for the Impact left field out there. Game's going quickly, isn't it, Rich?
Well, I think part of it, too, very long, hot, humid weekend. We were hot and humid today. Everyone seems to be going off right away after pitches, the first offerings. A lot of first pitch swings. I think a little more patience should be needed here.
Yeah, Zach Clements. Let's see how he does. Zach Clements.
Zach Clements' first pitch. Now he goes after the first pitch with a hit to the right side.
Right to Munizzi. So Munizzi gets it on one bounce. So Zach batting 10 tonight. It's a nice shot.
Yeah.
And this is, I believe, Messina, right? Yeah. Messina. So but they're batting 11, Rich Hennessey. Explain that very quickly to the listeners, the 11 batter rule.
11 is an extra hitter. We know it in Major League Baseball as a DH or a designated hitter. And used by most of the quality teams that are big teams, especially in Major Softball, as this tournament is. It's either a great high on base percentage average and or slugging percentage, a bomber.
Now, that's because the pitcher also hits. That's the key here. 11.
Well, yeah.
Not like Major League, they do not hit.
Correct. Our games with 11.
Messina with a cut third base line, foul.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they bat 11. So obviously with 21 opportunities, it does change the whole complexion of the rotation, doesn't it, Rich? Versus say Major League Baseball.
My opinion, and a lot of people feel if your EH has to be high percentage or high slugging percentage. Otherwise, why would you not get to your leadoff man quicker and only bat 10? So if you're an EH, you're there because you are in fact a hitter.
Gotcha.
Doing one or two things, like I said.
Okay, Messina swings right center, short, coming in quickly. The center fielder makes a nice catch there, and big Zach Clements cannot advance, and we have 2 outs. And we to the top of the order now, and that would be Brian Davis.
Exactly. Leadoff man, steady Eddie, very good hitter, gives you short game and gives you power. He's a lefty, runs well, great hardball player. He's transitioned into the game very well, and now he's leading off for one of the top teams.
And they brought him in, of course, a couple years ago from the Vision team.
Actually, not a couple years ago, George. He was with
this is the first
Vision
year.
Last year. This is his first year.
He was with the Balestri family for a while. I gotcha.
He was with Rewind for a couple of years there.
And he was great on those teams as well.
Of course. And he just started really getting into mainstream 6 in softball, and he got a taste of it and the competitiveness and the athleticism, and now he's one of the top players, and he's going to stay in the game for a long time.
And he played high school football. He's quite a star from the Riverside Broadview area.
Actually,
Brian Davis.
LT High
Range,
School, Lions
right.
Township.
Lions, right. There's a shot over the third baseline for the hit. First and third. They throw into second, and
easily there.
Davis does make it, so they took a little trick there, and Davis quickly goes second, third now with 2 outs.
And I want to comment because we've been talking about the family affair and great family softball family. Brian's dad, Red Davis, Bill Davis, great softball player in his day and his right, with a lot of great teams at Shore Park Broadview.
Right.
And now both sons are playing on the team, and Red Davis is catching, EHing, pinch hitting, and coaching.
Wow.
So it's a father and son.
That's awesome.
With Eric Davis on the same team. Keith Filkins just poked it into the hole. Just a smart hit by a veteran.
Now, an infield hit there. Second baseman went to his right, kept it in, but the run did score, Rich, so it was 1-0. But it's kind of an infield signal, drifted away from the second baseman.
Oh, it was a tough play for the second baseman. Keith saw an opening. He was
kind of deep.
Right, and Keith went to the opening, and he got it there, and the run scored, and he's on first. Remember, you're going to lose some power now as the day goes on. People are tired.
Yeah.
Now you got to get a little bit more skillful and find your holes and whatever, and Keith just poked it in that hole. And now we got Holstein.
Here's Holstein, yeah. Big Mark Holstein. And I've been able to play softball with him and Michael Jordan and Brian Urlacher, and he just dominates those games. They're very shot to left field, way out of play,
that
Rich.
Ball left side. And what a gentleman of the game. Like,
my goodness, yes.
Gentle giant, if you will. Good person. Plays the game hard, very more conservative, quiet. But just lets his bat do the talking. It's the old saying from Theodore Roosevelt. Speak softly, carry a big stick. And Mark Holstein has done it for the last 10 to 15 years.
I never thought you'd get Theodore Roosevelt in 16 inches, but you've done it today.
Well, power is power, and he was a powerful president. He's a powerful hitter.
Yeah, right. Teddy Roosevelt, the Bull Moose Party. See, I know my history.
Yes,
okay, Lentine delivers. Another shot down the left field line, not far, but just foul.
Well, what he's done, he came in with brute strength several years ago, and everybody plays in the Boondocks. Now he's learned the finesse game,
right?
The finer points. Now, when they're way out there, he doesn't still try to, play the bull moose, and bang it over their heads. He's got the shorter game down. That little line drive. It's a double anyway. They're so far there. Any line drive over the infield, and he runs well.
He runs very well for a big man. So 1-0 so far here, third inning, quite early. Windy City leading. Nothing there, Rich, as he pitches a deep ball.
Well, Tom Wellington's a crafty pitcher. He's not going to let him get his arms out.
Oh, ground ball off Lentine's glove. Oh, nice play by Avila to get the force out at second on Filkins.
And if Tom Wellington doesn't get his glove on it, I think that might be a hit.
Right. We'll be back right after this.
Do you ever talk to these guys?
Okay, Feliciano here, third inning, bottom of third. 1-0 Windy City. And Feliciano is wearing number 5. We got a prediction here. There's going to be a base hit coming. Swing to center field.
Prediction was wrong.
Prediction was wrong. So 1 out.
We're exiting him out of the booth right now.
Scarlatta is next.
Scarlatta sounds like a movie.
Right. Anthony, yes.
Anthony or Anthony?
Yeah, one of the two.
Anthony or Anthony?
Number 6, all right.
Anthony or Anthony? Gary on the kitchen.
Here's the pitch by Filkins.
You know what? When fans participate in the game, I love it. He thinks there's a cut. Another prediction, cut.
Okay, line drive off the glove of Kaz for the single.
Good hard ball.
Off the glove of Kaz, got up there in a single.
Once again, fan interference.
Okay, we're having a little fun in the stands, but I mean There's Rojas. Swings the right center for the bomb.
No one could
Here
predict
it comes.
that ball from him.
Scoring from all the way from first base on the double. Rojas.
You cannot predict him to get that kind of a ball right now. He's a punch and Judy hitter.
And wouldn't you know it? Rojas.
And he pounds the ball hard and right centered.
Right. And was that Scarlatta that scored? Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Game's tied, George. We got a ball game here.
Here's Lentine. Tomlin team pitching for Impact. 1-1. Impact is the home team.
Another veteran of Foreign Wars. Tommy Lentine's going to he's going to do the right thing here at 1 out. He's going to go for his hit somewhere, but if not, he knows the runner will get to third. Now the runner will score, from third with an error or something. So let's see here. Two veterans going against each other. Tommy's waiting for the pitch from Filkins.
Lentine with an easy swing.
He was trying to just do a
short center.
He wanted to put you to right center,
and it didn't work. Throw to third, nothing going.
A little bit lazy swing there. He's disappointed. That's not what he wanted to do. But it's late in the afternoon, early evening, and that's going to happen here and there.
Here's Big Mike Caravia.
I always look when you get one guy in first with 1 out or less.
Yes.
You got two guys to get one hit to score him.
Yes.
So to me, you're two guys to go for a hit. As long as one of them gets it.
What do you know about this young player?
They have a lot of young talent on this team. Stan Paddock has really, put together a very young talented team. And part of it, they sneak up on you because you don't know who they are and what they can do. And when you learn it, they're already ahead of you on runs. So you find out the wrong way.
Impact has not lost so far. Windy City's lost one. Caravia swings to right field. I believe that's Davis for the third out. It's tied here, Rich. We'll be back right after this.
Before
top of 4, Chris Guerin 1-1. Rich Hennessey. So far we have a tie.
Yeah, we got middle of the order coming up. I believe 4, 5, and 6, and 1-1, fourth inning game. First pitch, strike, hit the end of the well. Lentine fakes once. There's your cut. You missed it. You might beat it out, though.
Yep. He does call safe. So to short center on the second hop, Rich, and very quick over there.
He was safe. The first baseman got the ball after the fact, but he was already safe because his foot was off the bag.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good angle on it, and then the ball popped out.
The umpire over there, Cisco, is calling him safe.
It's the right call. It was the right call. And then the ball popped out, too. So,
right.
But he was already off the bag. No, they're asking for a conference request. They're going to honor all requests today as umpires, and they should. It's a championship game of the major nationals, Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any doubt from either umpire, nothing wrong with conferencing and talking
what
about
could it possibly hurt? Nothing.
If the call's not right, you can make it right. There's
nothing
wrong with that.
Exactly.
If the call is the right call, then it stands. At least you're getting two opinions, and they did, and
no change. Chris Guerin.
And to me, at my angle right here, it was the right call.
Very good.
But this is a game of angles and calls.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got guys in the dugout that want to call balls and strikes. Well, they can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
Right. So, you have to see where you're at and what the angles are.
Here's Duff. He swings at the first pitch. Down the line, and the dump falls. Yeah. Guerin had the hold because there was a chance he could have made a great catch and right.
Debatable.
So first and second. Well, tell me about it.
Yeah, it was debatable. He pushed the ball, pushed it enough, but it was high. So you as a runner, you don't know. So you go halfway. The base running was right. It's a good hit, but it was a ball where you cannot go to third with.
Right.
It was debatable. It may have been caught.
First and second, no outs. Fourth inning, Kazmarski, Richie Kaz, third baseman. They got 2 men on here, Rich. This is a critical juncture in the game at this point.
Right. There's no outs, and he's a lefty, and he just banged the ball along the right field. It's a good ball. He's definitely going to move one in scoring position.
And they throw to third, which is really silly, and it gets beyond, and in comes Guerin. That was not smart to throw to third. What the heck happened there?
Well, he threw to third, but he didn't throw the ball where it could have been cut. There's nothing wrong with him throwing the ball towards third, but it's got to be a cuttable ball.
But it was way high.
Right, he threw it too high, and then it wasn't blocked by the third baseman, and then, unfortunately, went to dugout.
Got away, yeah.
Right.
I don't even think the third baseman was ready for it.
Well, you're supposed to be ready.
Yeah.
Okay, errant throws happen.
Here's McCasling.
It was an uncuttable throw, but still you got to block the ball.
An unearned run for sure on the overthrow.
Right, it's an error. I'll give an error on the third baseman, too, for not blocking the ball, besides the error on the throw.
And don't forget Duff's at third now.
Right, he's going to make sure he gets the run in here.
Long fly caught, and here comes Duff for run number 2 of the inning.
Right.
So now it's 3-1.
thing about Windy City is, and give credit where credit's due, they play very good defense and they know how to play small ball.
Right.
They're fundamentally sound. They know that every run is a premium run at this juncture of the day in a championship game with gloves on. They will rely on their defense to win a game. They just need to get a couple runs to let it happen. So they're going to go for the obvious sacrifice to get a run in before they'll go for a hit to open up an inning.
Vince Croston, short center, wearing number 2, playing a lot this year up the middle.
Who's also umpiring this year, too.
Ah, great for Vince. Vince, I think, was one of the original guys in Windy City from way back when.
I think he transferred over from, I believe, the Bucketheads.
Yeah, well, basically.
And the Bats, Bucketheads.
Right.
Yeah, it was Sal Malazzo's team, Attitude.
Uh-huh.
He was with, which was not Sal Malazzo, but he somehow got intertwined with that group.
Ooh, heavy word, intertwined.
Right. I think he might be one of the long-standing players on this team, actually.
I believe
one of
that's
the originals.
true. Yeah, Vince Croston.
Yep.
And the game's kind of moving slow, Rich, compared to the A championship a couple weeks ago right here on the softball hotline. They're moving very deliberately.
Well, yeah, this is a chess game here. Tom Valentine just threw a fastball, tried to get a bite on it. He didn't.
Called illegal, which is an automatic ball unless you swing at it.
There's
ball to
Tommy.
Valentine. Got it.
Good stop
And
off the glove, flipped it over. It's an out.
3-1. We'll be back with Rich Hennessey and George Bliss right after this. This is the top of the order for Impact. Bottom of 4, Anthony Avila, who's been playing great shortstop. They're down by 2. The score is 3-1. Rich Hennessey.
Well, you got to like your chances. The top of the order is coming up in the 4th inning. You have played as a team an outstanding tournament. You have basically dominated every game. And now your top's up here, and you know that you have another if game if necessary. So there's really no pressure right now.
And a second here, Rich, you're going to explain the if game to our fans. And if game, Rich, very quickly is
when the winner's up. We got a nice little inside-out swing, but right at the second base. Duff. And now we got the lightning alarm going off now, George.
Now, is that accurate?
Yes, all bets are canceled now. Remove your money from the table. All your chips go in your pocket right now.
Well, isn't that odd? Now, we're out at Chicago, Illinois on a Labor Day weekend, and the electronic warning system for bad weather in this area just went off.
It had nothing to do with the weather, George. It was too many Italians on the field at the same time.
Hold on, I think the umpires are going to confer, and will they temporarily stop this game, Rich? We're going to find out.
If there's a front coming in, there's no wind, so we don't know, have no clue. If there's bad weather coming, there's no indication by wind. It could have maybe been a sensor, just like a car alarm going off. It's easily touched and it goes off. So we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Head umpire Oscar McClellan is calling a temporary hold here, and he wanted to remind me no count on the bat or kind of a reversal and no out. So Pat Caputo is here. And he said there's a front pat, there's some weather coming in.
If you look behind you, it's real dark. If you look behind you, it's real dark, and we are supposed to get rain for like 2 hours.
Wow, that's not going to be fun. So that's Pat Caputo here, and
Pat, we want to go to a 2-2 count right now, and we're going to
won't do that.
Right, we're going to do 5 innings right now. We'll expedite this right now.
So I'm with Rich Hennessey, George Bliss.
Pat Caputo is a pitcher, Hall of Fame pitcher, would love it to.
Yeah, we're going to go on temporary hold here, Rich, and we'll be back when the game starts. Right after this with George Bliss and Rich Hennessey. We have a weather delay here at McCasling Park, 3-1 in the 4th inning. Okay, believe it or not, we're back here on the hotline, and we had a 2.5-hour delay. I'm in the dugout where we're working the wireless handheld, and Bruce Lee is in the box. It is 1 out, 3-1 Windy City. Again, this broadcast is going to be brought to you live from the bench after a 2.5-hour delay here in Carroll Stream. You're not even going to believe this. They changed fields because it rained so much on one field. The other field took water a lot better. So there's a ground ball by Lee to Duff. Oh, and dropped at first. So the Lee gets on with the dropped ball at first base. And right in front of the action here. Throw from Duff over to Josh Zizmansky. Had it for a second and bobbled it. So Lee's on with 1 out. They're running for Lee. And running for Lee is going to be number 6.
Who?
Running number 6 is
Jeff LeVar.
Yes.
Jeff LeVar. So LeVar running for Big Bruce. LeVar running. And he's still putting on his equipment. Tying his shoes. Yeah, we got craziness going on here at McCasling Park. We're listening on the internet worldwide to the SSA Major Nationals. In the box now, Denny Villarreal with LeVar at first. Now, LeVar is a pinch runner, obviously, for speed. He's wearing number 16. Villarreal takes a strike, I believe. And we do have one out. Here's the pitch to Villarreal. There's a strike. Filkins pitching. McKissick catching. That's the battery for Windy City. 2 strikes on Villarreal. Kazmarski at third. Guerin at short. Croston at short center. He swings down the right side. Fly ball to right. Davis, I believe that's Davis, yeah. Davis has it in right. So 2 outs, man on first. Kevin Casey, their big DH. He's a lefty. And after a 2.5-hour lightning and rain delay, we are live here from McCasling Park in Carroll Stream. It's about 10:45 here locally in Chicago. The weather has stopped and the field had taken a huge amount of water. It's astroturf in the infields. It's literally dry. And the outfields took a ton of water. And believe it or not, they're playable right now. Wet, but playable. Casey takes 1 strike. Deliver the next pitch. Swings, shot down the left field line. It goes foul. So Messina's running it down out there. Coach Munizzi at first base wearing number 43. I believe that's Coach Stan Paddock over at third. LeVar coming back to first base. The ball was way down the line. Now, they may have to change the ball here very often because of the wetness of the ball. So apparently they're going to work with that with the towel. They are drying the ball with a towel right now. Chris Guerin out there in left field drying it off. Filkins has the ball now. He will be drying it a little bit more with his towel. And the count is 2-2. 2-2. Casey, number 24, he's a lefty. Here comes the 2-2 count to Casey.
Come on, Case.
Swing and a shot to straightaway center field. Coming in quickly, the center fielder, and he's got it. Good play there by, I believe that's Clements. So we go to the next half inning. Still Windy City 3, Impact 1. Okay, we move to 5th inning, top of 5. Windy City 3, Impact 1. Big Josh Zamansky, their first baseman, takes the first pitch and drives to the left center. And it's down on the wet ground, but picked up quickly and left. And here's Vince Croston. So we got man on first. Man on first. They're pinch running 77. That's Gabe Adler, pinch running. And batting now is number 8, Zach Clements, their center fielder. Lentine pitching. Ground ball to short. Over to 2 for 1. And safe at first. So fielder's choice for Zach. Out at second base, 1 out. And Adler came in hard, but clean. So pinch runner, good idea, it didn't work. Stevie Messina, number 12. 3-1. Anything can happen here. If Impact comes back and wins this game, they'll win the SSA Major. If not, they're going to be an if game, and who knows if there'll be enough time for it. All right, Lentine working quickly. Single hesitation. Here's the pitch to Messina. Ground ball up the middle. Lentine's got it. Back to second. Oh, and he upsets him. Good slide, and let's see. He's out at second. So 2 outs. Came in hard. Short center got turned upside down there, but he's okay. That's Clements, came in pretty hard there. Crashed into the short center fielder, but he is okay. So here's Davis, Brian Davis. After a 2.5-hour delay, if you can believe it, we are playing ball here, and it's actually nice, and it's in beautiful temperature, about 70 degrees. Lights are nice and bright. Lentine delivers to Davis. Line drive over third base, and it's foul. Davis came over this year to Windy City from one of the great A teams, Vision, and as I said earlier in the broadcast, but it bears repeating, his father is very respected Red Davis, who played a lot of years with a lot of great teams. So 2 outs, 3-1. Filkins on the on-deck circle. This is their leadoff batter, Davis. Swing, ground ball to short center. Touches second for the force out. Still 3-1. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we are back here. It is the bottom of fifth, 3-1. I'm in the dugout with the Munizi family. This is Mysick. Filkins delivers the Mysick. 2 strikes.
Let's go, no, here. Come on, no, square it up.
Mysick wearing number 4. Swing and a shot. Whoa, blast. A blast to right center, and Mysick's got the leadoff single. Takes a wide turn at first. He's back. Nice blast there by Mysick. This is Munizi, 57. And they're going to pinch run here. Munizi, 14. 14 Munizi's pinch running. So Mysick with a nice hit. Munizi running for him as a re-entry. Munizi, 57. I believe he's playing the outfield, right field tonight. Filkins delivers to him. Ground ball over to Duff. And out at second. Couldn't get him over. So Munizi went in hard to Croston, and Duff took a little exception to it. So Munizi went in there hard. Little argument here. Croston, short center's fine with it. So Munizi, 57, with the fielder's choice. Oscar calls for calm. It's a tense game. Batting now, number 5, Angelo.
I legitimately hit the base and like flew over it. What's Angelo's next name?
Angelo batting, number 5, swing. A cut to left field. And it's caught out in left field. No problem as he came in quickly there. That's Messina who grabbed it and left. 2 outs. 2 outs. Now batting.
Hey, just play ours. Let's go.
Robert Rodriguez.
Just play ours.
Rob Rodriguez. I'm sorry, Martinez. Robbie up. Swing and a long shot to left. And Messina's got it for the 3rd out. Still 3-1 after 5 full innings. We'll be back at the SSA Major Tournament right after this. Okay, here's where we're at. Top of 6th. Windy City still leads their first game here. They must win this game to keep going. It's 3-1. In the box is the number 2 in the lineup, Keith Filkins. Standing here with Anthony Tyler, helping out with the organization tonight. Lentine took the first pitch, and there was a ball on the field, so no pitch. All right, here we go. Filkins. Lentine delivers. There's a strike. Strike 1. And Lentine delivers pitch 2. Hits the plate. Any ball that hits the plate here in Chicago is automatically a ball. 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Keith Filkins, and the on-deck circle is Mark Holstein. Here's the pitch. Filkins slaps it, and it's cut for a perfect single. So there's the beautiful cut by Filkins, who's way, way over. Yeah. So Filkins with the beautiful cut, like a surgeon. And here is Holstein, big mark. There's a runner, number 1, running for Filkins. Number 1 on his jersey. That's Tommy. There's a shot, straightaway center field, deep, and he's got it. And the runner does advance to second, no problem standing up. So Holstein gets him over to second. There's 1 out. Here is Chris Guerin. Chris won the home run contest a couple days ago, one of their better players.
Who did he beat?
He beat Anthony Tyler in a very close match. Something like 4 home runs to 3, but it was very entertaining. Here's the swing. Line drive through there. Here comes a guy from second, and he is in. No problem. And Guerin with the stand-up double. So the pinch runner, very quick, gets in. And that was Tommy Giordano. Tommy G, yes. Tommy Giordano ran there for Filkins. Scored easily in that single by Guerin. That's a stand-up double, actually. Check that. This is Duff, Kevin Duff. And Kevin is one of the better second basemen in the game today. Does a great job. Lentine delivers. Inside, 2-0. Rich Hennessey on the sidelines working over there with the other players, giving me some information.
Duff's 1 for 2 today.
Duff is 1 for 2. And as I told you earlier in one of the broadcasts, he is one of the better players. Did win the MVP of Forest Park with his friend Guerin. There's a shot down the first base line. It is foul.
Oh, I got extras if you need them.
Yeah, we play 1 inning
Anthony Tyler here talking to Oscar McClellan, the head ump, about the ball situation. They have a lot of dry balls on standby status here. And after every inning or so, they're going to exchange the balls, as Tyler is keeping them dry here in the press box behind home plate. We moved from field 2 to field 3, and in my memory, no national championship has ever been moved mid-game due to lightning, so this is a first. Okay, here's Duff again with 1 out, man on second. Swing and a shot for a hit right up the middle. And here comes Chris Guerin. And Duff goes in the second, too, with a double. Very fast. So now the score is 5-1 with 1 out. So Windy City now kind of taking control. This is Richie Kazmarski. Richie Kaz playing third base most of his career. Lefty. Impact's going to have to come back with a huge inning if they want to get in this. There's a line drive into right field for a hit. And Duff had to hold up because there was only 1 out. And Duff does stay at third. Now, that was a weird play. It was a ball that was off the second baseman's glove. And as they threw it into the middle of the infield, Kaz did take second on the advance throw. So this is Drew McKissick, their catcher. Drew McKissick, number 22, still 1 out. He needs to get these guys in. On second is Kaz. On third is Duff. 5-1. Swinging a ball on the right side, and it's a hit through the slippery infield. And here comes 2 more. In comes Kaz, and McKissick goes in the second with the double. So it is 7-1. And Windy City's taking control. They're in the 6th. Wimpac's only going to have 6 more opportunities to catch up. This is Kenny Kaselika pinch hitting now. Kenny Kaselika, 31, pinch hitting for Vince Croston. And Kenny has played first base for years. Took off a couple games this year. Come in as a utility guy today. Kaselika swings. There's a shot to right center. And it is caught out there in right field. Here comes McKissick coming in from second. The throw. And he is out as he slips on the AstroTurf. McCasling trying to come all the way in from second base. Doesn't make it. Slips. Falls about 20 feet in front of home plate. And he's called out. And it's 7-1 as we go into the bottom of the sixth. We'll be back right after this. We are back. It is the bottom of six. Jason Rojas is going to bat. They need a lot. It's 7-1. Caputo called a quick timeout. Pat Caputo, coach of Windy City, talking to the umpire about something, probably switching balls or whatever it is. All right, so here's Rojas.
All right, here we go. He's not brand new. That's right. Here we go.
Okay, so Filkins explained to the impact team why they switched the balls, and there's kind of been a delay here. But we need to get this game going because we're kind of against a time limit here with the lateness of the game. First pitch to Rojas. Swings right up to Filkins. One bounce for out number one. Over to Szymanski for the easy 1-3 out. 44 batting, number 44. That would be 44 is Rick Coletta. So Rick Coletta's batting. Here's Coletta. Swings at the first pitch, which you don't want to do normally. Guerin throws. Out by a step.
I'd like to get my evening attire out of the car.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Another pinch hitter, Ty. Number 9 for 1.
Obviously, it's going to be
Number 9 is batting. This is Chris Johnson. Chris swings at the first pitch. He misses it. Totally misses it, just tips it. So Powder, who played, I think, with Windy City last year, is now batting. He missed the pitch almost totally, just tipped it a little bit. Takes the next swing, the straightaway center field, and it is out. A quick 1-2-3 inning here. We go to the top of 7-1 Windy City. Okay, we're back here at top of 7. We're going into the late hour. It's 11 p.m. here in Chicago. Labor Day weekend, game 1 of the SSA Major Championships. And Windy City's had their way the entire night in this game. They beat the Jinx team to get to this one. First pitch to Big Josh Zmansky, number 17, and a shot right up the middle. A line single right past shortstop. No chance of getting anywhere near that. So Josh at first base. Here's Clements, Zach Clements. Zach is their center fielder. He's had a pretty good year for them. There's a shot down the right field line. Foul. The ball's way down the right field line. It could have got soaked, so they keep changing the balls as often as they can to keep the ball dry and hopefully keep some normalcy here. The fields did drain well, Anthony. It's amazing, though. They're darn good shape after that downpour.
We wouldn't be playing this tournament if it wasn't for these turf fields.
Yeah, I mean, I've become a fan of turf. I mean, if I shot in the outfield, that would be fine, too. I mean, it's a little warm and all that, but what the heck? You can play through almost anything. All right, so we've got Big Josh Zmansky at first base, no outs, top of 7-1, Windy City. Remember, Windy City, if they win this, will go to the IF game to play Impact. Impact so far has still not lost a game, but it doesn't look good for them right now. Here's the pitch. Line shot to center field. Caught out there in center field. Great catch by the center fielder for the Impact team. That was an awesome catch. Tremendous catch by the center fielder, Mike Caravilla, and I hope I have the name right, Caravilla. Hope I have that right. This is Stevie Messina with one out. Big Josh at first base. Great catch out there in center field on that last one. Messina yells no, but it's a strike anyway. Didn't want the guy hit and run over there. Lentine delivers. Messina's taking all the way. Petty Caputo, Sal Malazzo in the third base dugout. Red Davis coaching. There's a strike, a high strike, comes right in on the 10-foot rule. Messina may be swinging now. Let's see if they have a hit and run on. I doubt it. They don't hold at first. Messina swings, ground ball towards second. Nice play over there as he slips on the AstroTurf. Munizzi, that is, in at second base. And can't grab that one, so that's basically a infielder hit. So Messina is on first. Big Josh at second. Here's Davis, their leadoff batter. I mean, a hit now is going to put it out of reach. Although in 16-inch softball, 6 runs is not that crazy to overcome. With the gloves, it's a little tougher. Lentine delivers to Davis. Davis swings. It's a chop. It's a duck snort to left, and Josh slowly gets to the third. So bases loaded on the duck snort single to left, and now they go to Filkins. 1 out. Now this is why I like Filkins. He's asking Caputo exactly how you want to handle this. He's going to go for the deep fly. He's going to go for the straight hit. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to chop it. Bases loaded, 1 out. Let's see what Filkins does with it. He swings full, and it's a line single to left field. Here comes Josh. Here comes Messina. 2 more runs, 9-1. So Filkins, one of the great ones, comes up with a line shot. No way you get anywhere close to it. Filkins at first. First and second now for WC. And, of course, they got the big guy up Holstein. So it's 9-1. Impact's got to get out of this if they have any chance to even save a couple runs. Holstein swings. Ground ball towards second. Force out at second. And that's it. So fielder's choice for Holstein as they knock out Filkins at second. Here's Guerin, Chris Guerin. 9-1. They got a huge lead here. And Lentine delivers quickly to Guerin. Perfect right over the middle. Strike. Lentine delivers ball 2. That's a strike. Strike 2 right on the right corner. So let's see if Guerin's swinging here with 0-2. And Lentine delivers. Guerin does swing right up to the short center. Nice pickup there and out. So 9-1. We go to the bottom of 7th. Impact needs a ton. We'll be back right after this. We are back live here, and Impact's going to need a miracle. It is 9-1, and Anthony Avila, the leadoff batter, starts it out here in the bottom of 7. This is the championship game, and if Windy City holds on, which is very likely, they go to the if game. Remember, if you lose 2 games, you're out of it to win the SSA major. All right, so McClellan and Matriciano on the bases. Here's the pitch by Filkins. Avila swings, and the ball is caught in left field by Messina. Great catch by Messina as he was diving into the foul territory and makes the catch. That's Stevie Messina. Yep, number 12. McClellan right on it, and Avila was already at second base when he got to that ball. So great play by Messina as Avila tried to cut it. Here's the big guy, Bruce Lee. And not the same guy in the movie, but much better looking. Here's Bruce. Inside. 1-0. Impact down by 8. Hits the plate. Filkins works much faster than Lentine does. He delivers a straight pitch. That's a ball. Doesn't want to lose him here. There's the strike. 1 strike. Let's see if he's looking for something that's he can drive. He's going to take, it looks like. Yep, it does. So the big guy, Bruce Lee, gets a walk, and no doubt they're going to run for him. No doubt they're going to run for Big 8. Let's see who they put in there. They have nobody else to run, so number 3's batting now. This is Villarreal. And they do have a runner coming in now. Here he is.
Got it. 16.
16 running. And that would be Jeff LeVar. Jeff LeVar running. Okay, this is Villarreal. Danny Villarreal. There's a strike. LeVar pinch running over there at first for the big boy. Filkins delivers. Swings. Hit to the right side. Duff grabs it, but first base got out of position, so it's an infield single. So first and second. Villarreal out there at first. Kevin Casey now, their guy you want here, their number 4. Wearing 24, their cleanup guy. You know, a big ball now, home run now. It's 9-4. I've seen many comebacks. They only have one out. They're kind of waiting for Filkins now to get a strike in there. Swing, ground ball towards second. Duff over to Croston for the force out. So 2 outs. Duff with a nice play, 9-1. Very smooth at second base, Duff. Very smooth. Here's Mysick.
Time. Re-entry number 4 here is going to get.
Got it.
Yeah, and Mysick is back in the game. He was batted for run for, so he's back in. Pretty understood most of the time. See what Mysick can do here. Got a nice shot last time up. There's another one. Ooh, man, this guy hits hard. This guy Mysick has a very nice bat. Anything can happen. Never say never until they get that third out. And then they're going to go to the if game. Because a couple minutes break in between games, they'll be going right away. It's going on, past 11 here in Chicago at the SSA Major Tournament in Carroll Stream, Illinois. Rich Hennessey with me. Rich, obviously Windy City has this game pretty much tied up with 2 outs.
Yeah, play another game now.
Or they're going to go to the if game.
Yeah.
So,
guess what? They got the momentum.
right, so
With the rain.
momentum is a big thing, as Rich Hennessy's mentioned. Here we